Hey everybody, welcome to the Lowrider Grind. On this episode, we're going to be shooting some panels with some House of Colors and PPG. I'm going to show you all the steps that we take to paint these little panels. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean them with Prep All. Make sure we get all the grease and your fingerprints off these panels. We don't want them showing. Second, because it's bare metal, we're going to use House of Colors AP01. This is an adhesive, so anything you put on the bare metal will stick. After that, we're going to go and do the silver base that we had mixed up locally. That will go down as our base color. Then after we do this silver base, we're going to shoot some Mini Flake. Now on the Mini Flake, we're going to be using this carrier base. Now this carrier base liquid, it keeps the Mini Flake in suspension, so it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom of your cup. And I want to thank David Monak over at Coast Airbrush for supplying this bottle. Thank you, David. Next, after we do the flake, we're going to do some color spray outs with some candies. We have some lime gold from House of Color, then we have some orange from House of Color, and then we have a special mix of PPG that we got from Frank Ramos over at the PPG. So we're going to try that special mix to see how it goes down. After we have all this on, we're going to seal it with some Also Speed Clear. Now this is a 4:1 ratio mix, so we'll do 1 part hardener with 4 parts of your regular clear, and then we can reduce it depending on how it looks in the gun. After all this is done, in between sessions, we like to clean our guns with acetone, so we make sure we get all the color out for the next thing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be using, to paint that, the DV1 from DeVILBISS. It's their smaller gun. Since these are small panels, we'll use a DV1 on that. But what we're really trying out on this session is the GPG. Now this one is the Pro 30 and it runs at 21 PSI if you're running regular liquid through it. But since we're running the Mini Flake, we're going to up the PSIs, maybe about 32, maybe 34. It depends on how it comes out. But this is the gun that it has a 2.0 tip. They go higher, they go as high as 2.5, but 2.0 was recommended for the Mini Flake. So this is the one we're going to try and see how it works out today. Oh, look who just walked through the door. It's Tim Gonzalez.
Hi, how are you?
Now Tim is from Celebrity Auto Body. He's a master painter here in town. He owns Celebrity Auto Body Works. He's been doing a lot of custom paint jobs. His cars go to the magazines, they go to SEMA, they go to NACE. They basically go all over. So it's a privilege just to have Tim Gonzalez from Celebrity Auto Body come on board. Come on in here, Tim. Say a few words to the crowd. Well, there's a chair.
Hi, how are you? I'm Tim Gonzalez, owner of Celebrity Body Works in Bakersfield, California. Thank you for the invite, Joseph.
No problem.
We came here because we heard of Lowrider Grind doing all of this here, so I wanted to be part of this project since Joseph Mendez is a very well-known designer. He's the best in our area, Kern County and Los Angeles area, San Diego, but he wants to move on to be a international designer, so we're gonna work with him today and we're gonna do some panels. We're gonna spray them out and just teach you some of the ways of doing it for better results. Today we're gonna have Joseph. He's gonna be the leader and he's gonna tell us how he wants his panels and what he wants that results on the spray out, so it can be a little better than just the normal ways that people do it. Okay, so you let us know when we can start.
Well, you heard it from Tim Gonzalez from Celebrity Auto Body. Well, there's nothing else but to get down to the project. So we're going to move over to another area where we're going to do some spray outs, and follow us. And I hope you learn a lot, and I hope you're going to dig this particular session. Well, Tim, let's do this.
Let's do it. Hi, I'm Tim Gonzalez from Celebrity Body Works. We spoke about cleaning the panels before we spray them out because they're greasy. They got contamination. So today we're gonna use one of these racks here with Prep All. That's what it's called. It's a wax and grease remover. We're gonna wet a towel here. You can wet it pretty much in a way that see this? You gotta put it straight on the panel, but do some friction, and this is what you're gonna get. See, that's the contamination that is in these panels. If you can see here, there is like fingerprints. So we're gonna make sure we clean them really good. And then with a dry one, we go over it and make sure that everything is off, ready to be sprayed out. And same thing is gonna repeat with the next one here. We're gonna do 3 of them, so, all right. Okay, we're ready to start spraying these panels. We're gonna start with AP01 from House of Color. As you can see, that's an adhesive on the straight metal. You spray it on metal and it'll adhere to the next steps. I have some here because that can is big, so I have the mini gun.
That's not coffee?
No, this is orange juice, but it comes from this can. Okay, anyways, we're gonna, it's really clean, so we don't need to strain it. We're going to, it's a little late right now. We're gonna spray it with DV1 from DeVILBISS. That's a mini gun that they came up with, and it's beautiful. It's just as good as the top ones from very well-known companies, but I don't want to say any names, you know, because I don't like to talk about other people, but this is really, really good.
Is that a sponsorship?
I recommend it, and this was sponsored by DeVILBISS. They sent us this right away when we asked for it, so thank you so much, DeVILBISS. Okay, so we're gonna check our airflow will be pretty much on the like 20, 22, 24. So we're gonna start with this panel here. You gotta make sure that your fan is...
Is that wide open?
No, it's not. You gotta accommodate it to the way you like it, because it's about the strategies of every painter.
Oh.
I like it this way, so look at how nice. That's all you need to do. You don't want to overlap 2 coats. 1 coat is enough, because if you overlap 2 coats, then you might react. Okay, so this is one spray now. We're gonna move into the next one. Same scenario. DV1 from DeVILBISS, spraying this panel. Left, and then we go to the next step. Hi, next step on this, we're gonna mix our paint that is a silver base for all these 3 panels. They're gonna be different colors. BCO2 from House of Color, Orion Silver, that's what they call it. But it's probably one of the best silver base that you want to use for candies. So we have it right here. Now the mixture here seems a little thick, so we're gonna do a probably like a 1-to-1 mixture, since it seems to have much of the pigmentation, and it's gonna cover pretty good. So 1-to-1 we're gonna do 1-to-1. So that right there, we'll do all the panels. 1-to-1 mixture with a reducer from Alsa. It's a medium reducer, AMR 2712 from Alsa Colors. So now we're gonna stir a little bit here. Once we have it, we're gonna go to grab our little DB1 from DeVILBISS, which does a lot of things. I recommend it. Then we're gonna put the strainer here. It seems very clean, but if we strain it, it's a lot better. Now we're gonna start with our first panel here, but for that we're gonna wear our mask here. The pattern that we have in the gun is pretty much the same one, a little more open than the one that we used to spray the adhesive for the metal. So we're gonna start, when you spray your base, you gotta be a certain distance and have about 2.2 air pressure. So let's do it. If you see that, it has a beautiful coverage. That's one coat. So we're gonna let that one dry a little bit. Since they all gonna have the same base, Orion Silver from House of Color, we're gonna do the next panel. Let it dry, we go to the next one. Same exact scenario. Now I think this one is pretty much there for the second coat. This paint dries pretty quickly, so seems like it's ready. Second coat right here. Second coat. .2 air pressure on a mini gun be perfect for that. Okay, we're gonna wait 5 minutes and we're gonna shoot the last coat. We're gonna put 3 coats. Okay. Remember, when you spray your panels, try to put about three coats. That way you can have a really nice uniform coverage. Can you hear me? Uniform coverage. And you're gonna do medium coats, not wet coats. But because this is a silver, we're gonna do the last one a little higher. We're gonna retire the gun from the panel a little higher and medium coat.
Remember that. See how it comes out? That's exactly how it's supposed to be done. See this? A little farther from the panel.
We are done for today. We see you on the next step. Hi people, we're here this day, Thursday. We're gonna start shooting the Mini Flake from Candy and Chrome. It's a Mini Flake that is gonna be sprayed with a GPG from DeVILBISS, our main sponsor here. They sponsoring their spraying equipment for the whole project that we are almost done with. And I'm here with Lowrider Grind and Celebrity Body Works. We're gonna be putting the Mini Flake on this carrier base that is composed of a thick liquid that keeps the flake flying up instead of going all the way to the bottom with other products. So we're gonna start spraying in a little bit and you're gonna see the results. We're gonna be spraying with a GPG from DeVILBISS 2.0 for those that wanna learn. We're gonna start doing our mixing here. We're gonna use the flake carrier, which is from House of Color, and this goes with a flake, Mini Flake that we're gonna be spraying today. Tim Gonzalez from Celebrity Body Works, and we're gonna put just enough to do 3 panels that are already waiting outside. So we're gonna pour our product here. We're gonna use not very much because we have a gun. It is like 2 ounces of liquid, and we're gonna use if I had a little spoon here for the Mini Flake, it'd be awesome, but I don't because they're pretty scarce. So we're gonna use the little stick right here. So we're gonna go. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. This is our like 1 ounce, 2 ounces and a half. 2.5 ounces for 2 ounces of liquid. For the ones that want to learn, then we just mix it. This is how it looks. Tim Gonzalez and Lowrider Grind. Okay guys, I want to ask you, do you use a strainer when you are putting a Mini Flake on panels? You don't. Why? Because then you strain all the flake and then the results are poor. So we're ready to look at this. That's a really good viscosity with this new product, the flake carrier. Okay guys, we're gonna go back there and we're gonna start shooting. Remember, GPG from DeVILBISS will do the trick. 2.0. Okay, here remember, before you shoot your flake, you need to clean it with a tag rag. Sir, can you give me a tag rag? It's right here. So there might be a little bit of dust. Contamination there is none because we cleaned it yesterday. But there is dust. So let's clean them a little bit before we do our spray out. Okay. So now that we've done that,
Okay guys, I'm gonna use 32 pounds of pressure, 32 pounds of pressure to shoot this mini flake. What's up? Medium coat, then we're gonna let it air out. We're gonna let it dry a little bit, and then we're gonna go with a second coat. But my friend Joseph from Lowrider Grind likes it so busy, so we're gonna shoot 3 coats, and it's gonna be primo. It's gonna be spectacular, alright? Para todos aquellos que conocen de Flake, vamos a ponerle 3 pasadas de medium coats con una 2.0 DeVILBISS GPG, DeVILBISS. There it is. And we're gonna have beautiful results because this gun is the best for shooting flakes. Hey, Tim Gonzalez again with you guys. Right now we shot 1 coat of Mini Flake on these panels here, but because the flake absorbs the moisture from the solvents, whatever we're using to spray it with, so it's ready. It doesn't have to be let dry, you know, a long time. So we're ready for a second coat, okay? And because this flake does not create overspray, so I'm not gonna wear my mask. So for those that know about flakes, here we go with a second coat. Look at that. That's how it's supposed to look. When you spray this, you gotta overlap your coats. Overlap them. That way they can be uniform. Beautiful. Look at that. All uniform. Remember, 32 pounds of pressure. 32 pounds of pressure. gonna wait 5 minutes and then a last coat so it can be beautiful. Thank you, Tim Gonzalez. My friends, here we are again with the last coat on Mini Flake, sprayed out with a GPG DeVILBISS 2.0. DeVILBISS, don't forget, DeVILBISS, the devil of spraying, DeVILBISS. And we are using a 2.0 nozzle, so the flake comes out freely and by the bunches, so you can have a beautiful result. Now, the last coat, we're gonna raise our air flow 42 psi, and we're gonna raise the gun so we can do a fog spray coat at the end. That way we can have a very customized finish. Are we ready? Let's do it. Okay, we only had enough for 2 panels, so we gotta make some more.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, so we stay in this panel right here, so I'm gonna spray a little more here. Like we said, it's 42 psi in a fog coat, just from high. Look at that. Once we do that, some of the flake stand up, and then when the candy comes, when the light reflects, it reflects from the sides too, because the flake is standing a little bit. So, Tim Gonzalez and Lowrider Grind, sponsored by DeVILBISS with a GPG 2.0 nozzle for Mini Flake. Remember that, DeVILBISS. This time we're gonna use Cobalt Blue KK05 number from House of Color. We're gonna do enough for 1 panel, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we're gonna pour we're gonna do 2 ounces. 2 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
For 2 ounces, we're gonna reduce it 1 to 1. Another 2 ounces of reducer. Medium reducer from Alsa, is it?
Mm-hmm.
1-to-1 mixture. 2 ounces of candy, Cobalt Blue, 2 ounces of reducer. So we're gonna stir it to a viscosity for a mini gun. Mini gun usually are 0.5 on the nozzle or even 0.1. But in this case, we have a 0.5 nozzle. So we're gonna use a viscosity for that size nozzle, which is like that. Alright, so we're gonna try our gun. We're gonna get it ready. Okay, right now we're getting this BB1 from DeVILBISS ready for
the spray out of the candy color cobalt blue that we talked about. So for that, we're trying to fix the fan to be exactly even, because remember, candies, if you don't spray them very evenly, they're gonna be darker on some sides. So it has to be, and they're very even, that way you can balance the color very nicely. So now that we're ready, we're gonna go for our candy. We cleaned our candy, we strained it, so it's ready to go. See that? And that's, I made enough for 3 to 4 coats of candy to give it the exact look that we want. Okay, ready guys? Follow me.
Remember the pattern, candy? Perfect. Let's do it's a little windy right now, but let's do that's like a coat that it's pretty much not even medium, it's like a foggy coat on there to start, to get the panel ready for the next coats. And because candy dries pretty fast, we're ready for the next coat. See how I overlap those coats? I'm gonna do 4 coats on this panel here. This last coat that I shot was a little heavier than the first one, if you notice. So the next one is a medium coat. And then the last one we're gonna shoot it kind of wet. I love it. It's looking beautiful. Let me give it a little air here. Okay, ready guys? The more that you shoot on there, the darker it gets. So we're just gonna shoot one more coat because we don't want it too dark. Okay guys, last coat. It's gonna be a little wetter, if you see it. Done. That's how we want it. Okay, now we're gonna spray this. Now we're gonna spray this green. Same scenario as the other one.
Wow. Plug it right in, huh? Alright.
You like that?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at that. Just in time for Shamrock Day. Ooh, look at that. Wow.
Lime gold.
Lime gold. House of Color, lime gold. Let's see how this one comes out.
Again, let's do it. Beautiful. Got it, my friend. Look at that. We're now gonna put some clear on these panels that we did the other day.
Okay.
With Alsa.
Alsa.
Speed clear.
Ooh.
Means that it's gonna dry pretty quick.
Alright.
It's a mixture 4-to-1.
4-to-1.
So 4-to-1 means what?
That means you put a quarter of that of hardener in there. 4 of that to 1/4 hardener. Isn't that right? 4 parts to 1?
Well, you use 4 parts to 1. Yeah, meaning that 4 parts of clear to 1 of hardener. Yes, sir. You're learning quick, Joseph.
I'm trying.
So now we're gonna use a hardener, which is H222 from Alsa Corporation. Oh my God. Pliers, sir. Pliers.
Alright, time to open up the
Program
hardener.
key, huh?
Uh-huh.
Right, so 4-to-1. We're gonna put 4-to-1, Joseph.
Alright.
There it is. You know what we are doing here, Joseph?
Yes.
We are doing the last step on those panels that we started with, like 3 days ago.
Yeah. This is step 5.
Step 5. Before you spray anything, you gotta test your gun to see if it's shooting correctly. Otherwise, you run into trouble, guys. Before you spray, what do you do, Joseph?
Run a little acetone through it, clean it out.
Yeah, and what? Test it to see if it's shooting it straight. Beautiful pattern.
Check your fan.
Otherwise, you would have problems. Thank you, sir. Guess what I'm doing here, Joseph?
What are you doing there?
I'm shooting paraquat to kill all those mosquitoes that are.
Oh, thanks a lot. Watch out, you're getting me.
I'm breathing. Look at the pattern. Beautiful pattern. Woo! My God. Tim Gonzalez from Celebrity Bodyworks.
All right.
You better don't cut that. That's it. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's cracking, guys? Out there on the other side of that camera.
Mm-hmm.
Here we're gonna put some clear into the gun.
All right.
For that you use a strainer. Clear is pretty clean, but us painters always, you know, take precautions. So let's do it, Louis.
All right. Chewy.
All right, are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We start by plugging a coat in there. You fog a coat of preparation, that way the material gets pretty good just to the panel, and we wouldn't have no contamination, fish eyes or whatever.
Fish lips.
Okay. Let it set up a little bit. Let's grab it, the other
House of Color, organic green.
panel number 2.
We're gonna fog it
Same
in.
as the other one. Let me go grab the other one, huh? See you soon.
The first one is lime gold. All these are House of Color concentrates.
First on this color. Isn't it beautiful?
That's cobalt blue from House of
Look at
Color. Getting ready to get clear coated.
Same thing, bro. Same thing. Let's continue with panel number 1.
Looks like a medium coat.
Medium coat. See how it's supposed to look? Thank you.
number 3. Clear. You're starting to see the gloss, especially on this organic green. The gloss is coming in, and we have one more coat to do. You can see the glossiness coming in. We're going to let them dry for about 10 minutes and then shoot another coat on them. This is coat number 4. It's a wet coat. I'll hold that and you can put it away.
Yeah.
Don't trip. Organic green getting its final coat. These panels are going to get coated 4 times but clear. Then we're going to take it and sand them down. And then we're going to do a final clear. We're going to put these inside for the evening. Let them rest. Let them dry. That was organic green that just went in. Cobalt blue is next, 4th coat. Very nice. Boy, that glitter dance is really nice. Really good. We're going to let them rest for the night. Then they'll go in for a light scuffing and reshoot them one more time. Oh, that right there, Ken. Look at that. That's organic green from House of Color. Wow, isn't that crazy? That's a Mini Flake. Looks good. Alright, let them rest for the evening. Let them dry. And that's going to conclude this session of how to shoot candy and Mini Flake with the DeVILBISS GPG gun.
There we have them, guys. Good results with good products. House of Color, DeVILBISS guns, and good people that is willing to go all the way. Good people like Lowrider Grind Joseph Mendez from Bakersfield, one of the best designers, car designers, I should say, but he mostly concentrates on Impalas, so you know. Thank you.
And here are the panels out in the sun. This is how it'll look when they get the light on them. This is the cobalt blue. This is a Mini Flake. Organic green from House of Color. All of them are from House of Color. And the lime gold. Well, there you have it. All three panels sprayed with candies and Mini Flake.